Well, hello viewer, welcome back to the Paisley Food Fight. This time a wee bit different. We're off to Benidorm. We had 5, 6 days here over Christmas this year, 2025, and had a really good time. Would recommend it. Quite busy, a bit rainy, but good fun. Anyway, so we arrived on the same day as Rangers were playing Hearts. So we dumped our bags, went straight to the Ibrox bar, which is near the centre of town. This was packed, as you can see. A lot of Rangers fans obviously hoping for a good result, which didn't materialise. But we had lunch anyway, and you can see the menu here, a lot of offerings. There is a lot more on the wall, but that wasn't available except during the summer, so I had to make do with this. But it's quite extensive. See a lot of favourites here, like steak pie and mince and tatties. Anyway, I went for the Butland burger. There was only three sort of gourmet burgers. The Butland's named after Jack Butland, the Rangers goalie. The only other player that gets one's Oliver Antman, so I don't know what he's done to merit a burger, but good luck to him anyway. So you can see the burger here, serving a big slate, which I'm never really that mad on, just falls off the side, looks a bit grubby, but it was nicely presented with the pulled pork all hanging out the edge here. This was lovely, it was really juicy and tasty, and that's a chewy way you like, and it sticks to your teeth, so this was excellent. The burger was okay, it was kind of like a catering burger, but nice, solid, well cooked, nice bun, look at all the nice seeds and stuff on there, got to be healthy. And you get your chips in one of these wee basket things, which I don't like either, because it's you just tip them out. What's the point of that? And I think a lot more chips with her cheaper scampi, but let's not complain about that. So overall, this was an excellent burger, good service. The beer was exceptionally cheap. You get five. I think I got Amstels for €10 or so. So they're basically giving the beer away, so you don't mind paying €13 for a burger, and it was really good. So we'd recommend. Overall, I'd say the Butland burger is probably about 8 out of 10. Well, let's say 7 out of 10. Right, so we're off to our first night out here, and we're in the centre of Benidorm again, and we went to this place called 1111 Pub and Grill. We'd walked by a few places, some were already shutting down because it was a bit late, and this place looked quite appealing, nice menus in the window. So we went inside, see here, it's set off for Christmas as you'd expect, and it's quite quiet again, but nice comfy seating and good service. So I had the chicken here, I got half a chicken. It was nice. It was quite that weird cut with the cut it down the middle, so you have to find the meat a wee bit. I always find them a bit of a challenge. You end up sucking the bones and stuff, but it was well presented. The chicken was good, bit dry, but it did give you a nice gravy sauce and a nice cut salad. And there's also plenty of chips, so that was good. Irene had prawns and a skewer. It wasn't too many of them though, but it was a relatively cheap meal. It was only 37.50, which included a bottle of wine. So it was a nice wee sort of fill you up after our big burger in the afternoon, and enjoyed the meal overall. Probably about average pub grub, so say about a 7 out of 10 would be fair here. Right, next up we're off to Pizza in the Piazza, which is probably guess a pizza restaurant. We ate here last year when we were in Benidorm, and it was really nice, so obviously a good choice to go back again. You see the Piazza here is really nice. It's just between the old and new towns, but they really set it up well with the nice lights and things like that. And although it was a bit cold, they did have patio heaters, so no problem there. Anyway, so we shared a pizza, a bolognese pizza we got. It was really good. It's how I like a pizza, nice and sort of wet and moist, not too stringy with the cheese. Wasn't quite as big as I remembered. I'm sure it used to fill this big platter, but hey, I'm just greedy. We also shared a prawn salad, which was excellent. See the big thick bits of parmesan here, and a lot of big meaty prawns, which was really tasty. And he also gave us a nice balsamic vinegar, which was like syrup. It was really good. So scoffed a lot, obviously. So it was a really good meal. It's about 40 odd euros or so, including a bottle of wine. So good value, excellent food. So this is a place we'd recommend. This is probably in the sort of 9 out of 10 range. So certainly one to look up. We also had a drink afterwards in the bar next door, and they gave Irene a veritable mug of Jim Beam whiskey, which she couldn't finish. So good value drinks next door. So have a look there too. I didn't record every morsel of food we ate, but I did picture most of it. Quick shout out to this place, Tortilla Tapas, which was a tapas restaurant. You got a bottle of red cava, rosé cava, and 5 tapas for €13, which was a pretty good deal. And the tapas are really nice, but I don't like reviewing tapas because they're a bit individual and bitty, so hard to get a cohesive meal together. But we did enjoy this. Anyway, so our next stop is at this steakhouse, which name I cannot pronounce. But we promised ourselves a steak, and this place looked decent enough from the outside, although in retrospect it maybe looks a bit kebab shoppy. Anyway, so a decent menu of steaks, various cuts and whatever, and I went for the T-bone, which is usually the most expensive thing, and I was very specific to the waiter that I wanted it medium rare, and he says, "Oh, I'll get it rare for you because it will still cook in the skillet afterwards," which was fine. So came along and see right away it's pretty well done. I think this thing's been to a crematorium because they'd be better serving it in a nun because it was well done. You can see the cut through it here, and there's no pink whatsoever, certainly no juice coming out of it. And the cut itself's a bit weird. It's not a traditional T-bone. Looks like some mad axeman's had a go at it. So I ate most of it though. The meat was nice. It was a decent quality of meat, but really dry, and only got a small sort of pretty boring looking side salad here. It did get plenty of chips, but they were pretty bland. They were sort of slightly overdone with, so I didn't really enjoy the chips either. So I'd say overall this is a pretty disappointing meal. Of course, I didn't complain to the waiter because I'm not sending a steak back, so we'll just get kicked about the kitchen. So I just moan about it on the internet instead. So this is quite expensive meal, about €60, and it's probably the worst meal we had of the trip. So that was disappointing because I do enjoy a good steak, but this certainly wasn't it. So probably say about a 5 out of 10 at best here, so one to avoid. Right, we're on to the main event now. This is Christmas Day in Benidorm. We originally planned to have a wander about, maybe book somewhere, but as it turned out, it was absolutely throwing it down. So we just went to this Indian restaurant, which was close to our hotel, which is the Barcello Beach Hotel, which is close to the Old Town. It's a great hotel, lovely buffet breakfast, so do give that one a try if you get the chance. Anyway, the rain meant we just basically scuttled from the hotel to this Indian, but the host was very gracious and greeted us warmly, and we offered the set menu. You see it here, so it was €40 each, which is possibly slightly expensive, but given it was Christmas Day and included drinks as well, I think it was pretty good value. So we got poppadoms to start. These are a bit bland. I never really like poppadoms, just fill you up and they're pretty tasteless. But these are a wee bit stale in my mind, but it was okay. It came with 3 dips, so didn't eat them all. Then we got a bowl of tomato soup, which was kind of unusual for an Indian restaurant, but it was okay. The wee sort of kick to it, nice sort of bit of spice, so enjoyed that. Then we got the starters. So they're quite small, but they were nice. We got a chicken tikka and a lamb tikka, and I think it was 2 bits of chicken, 3 bits of lamb, but I got through them. They're really nice and tasty and enjoyed these. And it's what an appetizer should be. You just get your flavour going without filling you up. And then on to the main event. So I had the lamb biryani, which is my usual go-to, and this was excellent. Could have been slightly more lamb in it, but it was pretty generous. Certainly more than I could eat in terms of the rice, and you got a nice curry gravy with it. And they also let us upgrade our free naan to a Peshwari naan, which is the one with the coconut through it, which was really good. Irene had a sort of, I think it was chicken chasney she had. She was quite full up, so I helped her with that as well, and it was excellent. So overall, this was a really good meal. Got a bottle of red wine between us as part of the deal as well, and it was exactly €80 that they charged us, so there was no upcharges for anything else. So we got water as well. So it's a really enjoyable Christmas dinner. We really fed our faces and had to go home and lie down afterwards. So, and because it was handy and local, didn't have far to go. So, overall, the food in Benidorm was excellent. I think the Christmas dinner was probably the best of them, give it 9 out of 10 just for seasonal warmth and good service. And I would recommend a holiday abroad if you can do it because over Christmas because it's a different environment. You can do any cooking, washing up or anything like that. And we certainly ate well here. So hopefully see you again soon and thanks for watching.